Checkity check. Checkity check, check, check. Thank you, Randy C. Sorry, I'm behind everyone. We don't have time for niceties. We just gotta jump in. Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy SDCC Eve or SDC Eve, depending on how you view preview night, I guess. What's up, Randy C? What's up, Red Ranger? Tarjaran Puma, Old Mankey, how are you? Magic Mike, Molly Whopped, Punked. I'll be seeing Punked soon, as well as a few of you other folks. Thank you, Randy C, for checking. Yeah, I got a free NFT for you guys. New tradition, I guess. I did one last year in the style of the one of the best exclusive stickers of all time. The old 2011 to 2013 Funko exclusive sticker. I always love that one so much. I think it's the best of the best. If I had to rank them all, that would go number one for me. Just because, I don't know, it may not be the best looking one, but I love the vibrant colors. And for me, that was where it all started when I first got into Comic-Con and the fun of going to the Funko booth and collecting those exclusives online after that I didn't get. Like, just so cool. I was trying to put that back where it was. There we go. So you guys be sure to scoop up your freebie. I've got some news for you on some other freebies for this week coming up in a little bit. But I want to make sure y'all knew about that one first, so jump on it. Yo, New Beardland, what's happening? How are you now? Python25, hi there, Sully. Have a great NF Tuesday. Thank you, you too. Found all my Nerds Unite boutons to put on my lanyard. Now, you're doing it right. Because if you want the free sticker, if you want the Violet SDCC, you got to come find me. While supplies last, I've got the X-Men 97 inspired sticker, which is also in a very tiny form on the sticker sheet. There's the itty-bitty version. And then there's the full-size version. This is a 3-inch, and that's 1.5, something like that. But come find me and show off your Nerds Unite pride. Shirt, hat, boutons, enamel pin, stickers, whatever you got. So you're showing it to the world. Come show me and remind me, because I'll be like, oh, cool shirt. I appreciate the support. And you'll be like, you forgetting something? I need that sticker, Sully. Funko Addict, thank you for that sub, 16 months. I appreciate you, brother. I wish we'd be seeing you this week, but I know you're not going to go. Hopefully in the future you'll get out to see SDCC, and I hope in the future I'll get out to NYCC. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you sometime. Robert GP! You're in the Woodlands again? Robert GP? Wait, did you move back? Or are you just visiting? Randy said, just don't do an NU NFT after the new Funko exclusive stickers. Really don't like them. You know, Randy, I know what you think I'm going to say. You think I'm going to put a positive swing on it. I'll put a little positive swing on it. I do like the barcode, the QR code, and the so you can confirm it's real, and like the safety measures. But I don't like it either. I just saw Darth Wacko was showing his Target exclusive he just got of the Nice Pool, and it just is lacking in personality, I think. Like, I love the vibrance of the different stickers from the different retailers. It's so fun to look at them all on a shelf wherever you have your collection, and I'll miss them. I'll miss them forever, but there'll be nostalgia now. There'll be something we look forward to, or maybe, who knows, maybe they'll go back to them at some point. Thank you, Walker Miracle said, love the design of that NFT. Yeah, Nadu's already in California. At least that's how I understood it. Back in the Woodlands for a few days and got my Whataburger fix. Oh, man, I miss it. Next time I'm going to be able to have it is probably December. I was hoping to get back last month for Comic Palooza in Houston. They had invited me and then kind of took back their invitation. I don't mean it as a dig towards them. A buddy of mine who runs things on a big chunk of that con was given a budget, and he very sweetly thought, "Hey, let's invite Sully," kind of throwing me a bone. You know, there's a few people that might want to come say hi or whatever. They were going to give me a booth. I was going to live stream there. I even agreed or offered to host some panels I mean, that works for me too. I'm excited about that. But that saves them having to pay somebody or bring somebody else in. And then later on, they told them, well, you got to slash your budget. And unfortunately, airfare and hotel for, if there's like A through F celebrities, I'd be like a Z celebrity. So the airfare and hotel for a Z celebrity was gone. So it happened to work out. It was Washington State SummerCon weekend, so I did that instead, and it was great. I loved it. I just saw Rob Paulson was at Hollywood to do a signing. Hey, Jungle Bride, what's up? And I just got to hang out with him a few weeks ago. Then I saw a picture from our buddy, and this is his name. I'm not just calling him this. Black Nerd. Super nice dude. They got a picture together, him and Rob Paulson. And I was like, oh, that's amazing. Two great, wonderful light bringers, positive spirits in the world hanging out. I would have loved to have been there to hang out with them, but it didn't work out. Savage walks up to Sully. I need that NU sticker. Fair. Come, you can say that. You can get away with dang near murder, Savage. And I would be like, cool. Nice pool, lacked in personality too. It fits. Chuck. I think he had a lot of personality, but at the same time, you're right, kind of no personality. I don't know how you do both at the same time, but he did it. I could jam some WB fries into those cups I'm sending you. Some Whataburger fries. No, please don't. Please don't, Randy C. If you guys didn't see, Randy C hooked me up, and I still don't know how to display them anywhere. I had them right here. Uh-oh, I moved them on myself. I don't know how to display them. They take up so much room, but I want to display them. Dang it. I moved them as I was rearranging the room. They were right up here, and now I don't know where I put them. But I'm going to find a way. Maybe I'll have to go up high and rearrange some things. But I want to put all those cups on display. They're so awesome. I'll need to borrow an NU pen from somebody to get me that sticker. Oh, Nadu. Nadu. What are you doing, Nadu? Did you leave your pen at home? Jungle Bride says, I can't wait to go to SDCC someday. I'm waiting until I can easily afford to go and buy some merch. Not there at the moment. You know, I was just thinking about that this morning. Like, I was debating whether or not I should tell myself, don't buy anything. I know it wouldn't work, but I kind of was thinking it would be nice not to come home and go, did I regret any of those purchases? I'm definitely buying some Priscilla stuff. Outside of that, we'll see what happens. What are you doing? A pin? Oh, the fan. Well, here's 8, I think. Nope, that's not a fan. There's that one in the side of the cooler bag down in the garage. I'll look for the fan afterwards. Hope you have an amazing time at SDCC, says Tech. Don't forget to charge them Ray-Ban, are charged and ready to go. The only bummer with the Ray-Bans is, oh, hey, Lugs. Hey, Luke. Over on YouTube. How you guys doing? The only downfall of the Ray-Bans is when I got them, I was really hoping that over time... Did I say hoping? I was really hoping that over time they would expand the ability to use them on different platforms. Sorry, I'm messing with the gain. The sound was too loud. And they have it. So you can only stream to Instagram and Facebook. And while streaming to Instagram is cool, most people don't look for me to be streaming there. So I'm taking them. Kelly might do something with them. But I'm using a software or an app called Prism that I downloaded, which ironically is free to use right now, but on the 28th is no longer free to do multi-streaming. So I'm just getting in under the wire. I'll pay for the multi-streaming in the future because it's so smooth, but I will be able to stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time while out at SDCC, and I'm going to find some ways to do it. I'm going to find some good opportunities to stream. So you guys keep your eyes on. I won't always tweet or post, hey, I'm going to be going live. So what I would recommend, if you're willing, especially for this weekend, if you're on Twitter and you check Twitter regularly, or you have your app with push notifications, go to my profile. I'll show you how to do this for Priscilla's stuff. Ooh, what do we have here? Omi got some fun stickers. If you go to any account on Twitter and you click on the little bell right there, turn on notifications. Then when someone posts, you'll get a push notification. Again, assuming you have push notifications on, but then also in your notifications area, those accounts, like I have Funko and Wario and Droppp that I have featured, will stand out in their own line item here. See that? It says new notifications from these accounts. Oh, Dogzilla, thank you for sharing. But yeah, that way you don't miss that stuff, you know, like, so if during this weekend, if you're willing, turn that on so that you don't miss anything that I'm doing. Again, I just thought of this. I'm going live to Twitch and YouTube. I got to really think to go, hey, Twitter fam, I'm going to be going live in a minute. Uga, what's up, Uga? How are you now? Python25, I hope you will visit the wonderful stand Bubble Comics at SDCC. Guys make wonderful comics and even a film based on them. Major Grom, The Plague Doctor, for example. Okay, Bubble Comics. I don't have like a game plan for the booths I'm going to visit, other than there's a handful that I want to go to for exclusives. But I'll try to keep that in mind. When I'm walking around, I'll go, Bubble Comics. Somebody told me I should check it out, and then I'll check it out. Andre, yeah, Black Nerd, Andre, he's so cool. Him and his partner in crime, a good buddy of his, God, what is his name? He does unboxings and stuff. Really excitable character. I can't remember his name. I met him both at Toy Fair years ago, and it'll come to me when I'm not streaming. Both super nice guys. Win the Nerd Foo sticker, Nadu? I've given out Nerd Foo stickers. Do you not have one of those? I could bring you one. I have a handful left here. I guess I have more than a handful. I could take some to SDCC. Oh, yeah. I got one of those for you. Glad you asked. I'll pack those. Yo, Night Bodega, what's up? Want to get high? Not right now, Kellard. Have you seen the XXL fries from McDonald's? I did see that. Those are nuts, man. They're supposed to be they're like this big, the package, for you to share with the friends. Crazy. How goes the packing? So here's the thing for today. I'm actually leaving today. We're headed out to San Diego today. Later on, like 4. So that's why I'm streaming for just a couple hours and change. I got to be out here at like 1:15. I got to get done packing. I'm not done packing. I pulled everything together. I pulled most of it together, and it's there. And as we're going through the stream today, I'm going to be making my final checklist to remember things like this that I need to bring to have on myself, have on my person. And hopefully I get it all pulled together. As long as you got your badge, this is what it boils down to. Your badge with a B. Hey, Zombie Donor Parts, what's up? On YouTube. As long as you got that, as long as you got a couple changes of underwear, cash, credit cards, ID, the rest can sort itself out. I got a place to stay. That's important. But you know what? You could sleep in the Hall H line too. Thankfully, no Sully exclusives for Sully to buy. Yeah, well, that we've seen yet. I did get this the other day. Look at this beauty. We went to one of those little Gashapon machine stores at the mall while the girls were looking for Labubu stuff. And this was in one of the machines, and I bought 5 tokens for $6. And I tried 3 times, and I picked it up every time it dropped it, and then Macy tried it 3 times, and on the last try she got it. I posted that video. That was fun. You got Kelly doing all the packing while you're no, never. I'm way behind on chat. I'm sorry. Hey, Bubba James, what's happening? How are you now? So no Whatnot streams this week? No, nothing this week. What, Darth Wyko? I inquired with my Whatnot rep about if they were doing anything at SDCC, and he said, well, there's an email coming. And then the email never came. So then I messaged him and I said, hey, you got that info? And he responded back and said, yeah, here's a link. And it was about if you do Whatnot during the weekend in certain categories during SDCC, and this is good for you to know, Darth Wyko, they're going to take down their percentage that they take from 8% to 4%, which is great. And so I thought, well, they're not doing anything there. But then I saw they are doing something there, so I guess I wasn't at the right stature, the right level to join their fun. I'll still go check out and see what they got going if I can find where it's at, but that wasn't what I was expecting. Chuck says, so I bought my ticket to see Fantastic Four when they first came out. Today I got sent screening passes to see it tomorrow night. So do I go both days or get refunded for my ticket on Thursday? Both days. Stupid question. Both days. Manny said that's all you need. No pants, just underwear. Yeah, I mean, you could buy You could buy both, but Allie said, "Oh no, Labubus, those things are scary and a scary example over." They're both scary and cute. They're like cringy to a point of being cool. Is the only way I could describe them. I love that they have that this brand's been around for a while, but nobody knew about it, and then it finally caught on. And I love that that there's a new thing. I always love that there's the next new thing to be excited about. And I'm glad people are collecting it. Will they be around in a year or two? I don't think so. As people love to compare to their Funkos. Weren't they just Beanie Babies? No, they're not. Labubu is more of a Beanie Baby than Funko was ever a Beanie Baby. But at the same time, Labubu has already learned, and they're doing like cross-branding and mashups and collabs and stuff like that. So I think there's a chance it could be around for a little while, but I think it's mostly a flash in the pan. Macy can keep her hard drugs. we have ongoing family jokes. Macy has no hard drugs. Hey, what's up, fourth curator? Good and you, not so bad. Comic Zombie. Fourth curator. I mean, I guess not. I guess I wasn't cool enough. I mean, I'm sure they go after their people that have sold, $100,000 on their platform first. I'm trapped in this weird, I'm trying to build a brand and build my personal brand, and I have good numbers, but I don't have good enough numbers. It's pretty good, but it needs to be like 10x, and then I'm in the real money, and then I get invited to stuff like that. So I just got to keep building. The 7-Eleven by my house was selling Labubu this morning. I'm not surprised. Everybody wants a little cut of that pie. Comic Zombie, cringy to the point of being cool. Are you talking about me? No, you're not that cringy. Chuck. Yeah, Chucky, thank you for posting that. Basically, it's this. And we've known about this for a while, but I am super excited about this panel. I can't say it enough. And kudos, I will say it in the room. I've been thinking about good questions to ask. I will say it in the room. Droppp is doing and I'm not saying that I said this and they did it because I said this. I'm just thinking along the same lines they did and they got there. And that is, if you're going to be part of a community, support the community. And I'm not just talking about Funko collectors. Comic Zombie, thank you for the boots. Oh, it's a super duper shout out. We'll have to do that. They're supporting the community of digital collectors. Somebody reached out to him and said, "Hey, do you want to join this panel? We've got the likes of McFarlane and Vivi and not NBA Top Shot. I keep wanting to go that way. Disney Pinnacle and stuff like that. Would you like to be on it?" They said yes. Very smart move. They're sending 2 reps there. Smart move. And then they took the next step that they didn't have to, and I'm so glad they did. They're promoting the panel. I have never seen a panel promoted as well as this panel. Every single person representative in this group: McFarlane Toys, Candy Digital, that's the one that has the cool DC stuff, Distillery Media, new comic book launching platform, Vivi, Vivi, Fanable, I'm really intrigued with what these guys are doing, Dapper Labs, that's Pinnacle team, Odd Key and Neon Ichiban I don't know much about, I want to learn, Pudgy Penguins, really popular project, but the fact that they're promoting it and trying to send people there is amazing. I'm really excited about this panel and excited about the possibilities, what we're going to learn, what they might give away. I'm very, very excited. It will be recorded. If anybody didn't know, it's going to be recorded and it'll be posted online afterwards. They specifically have been told by SDCC that they're not allowed to live stream it. So while many of us in this space are used to live streaming, and it makes sense, it also doesn't. They want to make it something that people want to go to SDCC to go to these panels. I think what they're asking makes sense. So, the artist of the Monsters Labubu has an interesting origin story. Oh, I got to look that up sometime. Tarzan Puma says, "I'm tempted to get one and film my cats destroying it. I'm sure to be targeted though. I'd be targeted though. I mean, that's on par with like when the people would stand in line to buy a brand new PlayStation and then destroy it. Like, it's kind of like performance art, and it definitely would get you noticed. But to what end, right? Like, Labubu is for those new collectors that haven't been in the collector world. Yeah, and from that perspective, that's a good thing. Because that may get them into seeing what else is out there. Because while they're shopping for their Labubu plush and figures, they're hitting up those stores that will have other things. Like I saw Funko Pops and Mystery Minis and those horrible 3D figural keychains and Nindroids, and it'll get them into this world. So it might be a good gateway drug. Too cringe, too cool was the super duper shout out I gotta do. I gotta find the right markers for this. You're selling a personal collection a little bit at a time. Some of these whatnot sellers sell hundreds per day. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. I'm just not on the same level as those guys. Okay, I at least got started on this so I won't forget. Oh, did Ozzy die? Oh, I saw the RIP Legend. That's crazy because they just performed their last concert like a couple weeks ago. Like they said that was their last concert. That's really nuts. It's like he knew. Change it to an Ozzy shout out. Son of a biscuit. I already started, but I'll do it. No alterations, no exchanges. Theo? Oh yeah, from the Cosby Show. That's right. I saw that. They usually come in threes, so who will it be? How do you spell? I don't want to misspell Osborne. Remember the Osbournes? I got to see Ozzy perform once. It was Black Sabbath. Performed in Houston, and it was nuts, man. Oh, that's right. Chester passed during SDCC. I wonder if it was the same date years ago, and now Ozzy. But anyway, I got to see him in Houston, and it was nuts because he came out on stage, and it had been really cloudy and stuff. But right as he took center stage for the headliner of the day, the clouds came in fully. The rain came down. There was thunder and lightning. It was the perfect way to see him. It was like everything you would hope to see with a Black Sabbath Ozzy Osbourne show. It was crazy. Oh no, I ran out of space. Son of a biscuit. I gotta do that one again. I hate when that happens. Try to space it out, eyeball it, but it's tricky. I'm catching up. My buddy that runs Designer Con was saying Labubu sat around for years at booths. Yeah, it did. It did. Except it's $20 and not $700, and cat toys aren't that much less. Oh, that's cool. You got to see Kelly, his Kelly get engaged and have a baby. That's awesome. Putting major breaking news in chat like that is usually no bueno. You have no idea how the stream... Yeah, we've talked about that before, and honestly, I would prefer no one did that. I've asked it before. I just haven't talked about it in a while. I was going to mention that. I wouldn't do it on other channels because, if somebody come by here and told me, if I'd have been live streaming when Chester passed, and somebody came and told me that, I would not have been good. I would recommend you don't do that. Having breaking news is fun, right? But let people find it naturally, or DM them, or whatever you got to do. It was 2 days ago, the date. So it was the 20th. I missed those posts. Theo's great in the Resident series on Netflix. Ozzy was only 76. Wow. Rockers and wrestlers destroyed their bodies often. Chester's passing wasn't 20 years ago. That happened during SDCC while I was at Funko. That was 7 years ago. Breaking news, I just saved 15% on my car insurance. How dare you? How dare you do that on my stream? By switching to Geico? Way to lighten the mood. All right, let me do this real quick. The Ozzy post shout out. And then I want to talk about my exclusive NFTs for during Comic-Con. And I want to, you know what I want to talk about? And then I'll show the video. Some of you already commented. I saw Allie did. Really, really big news that almost no one is talking about. And that is Burbank Card Store. Burbank Cards. I don't know exactly what the name of it is. But they're a huge sports card store in Burbank, California. I put out a reel or a story, one of those videos that goes away on Instagram. And ironically, we've been having this discussion here at the house about, like, I don't like the way Instagram has all these different things. You can post it this way and it'll show here, or you can post this video for this length and it'll disappear in 24 hours, or you can post this video here and that'll stick around, but you have to look for it differently. It drives me nuts. And Kelly and I are constantly going back and forth, having a little good, fun debate on it. Here she comes.
Really?
Huh?
You still don't get it?
No, I still don't get it. It makes no sense.
I'm trying.
It makes zero sense. But here's my point, is the Burbank Cards put out this really cool video to say, hey, we're grading cards we got to place in our facility. That's on a story, so it's going to go away in 24 hours. They never made a real post about it. It's not a reel. It's going to be gone forever. And if they don't do proper marketing and that's hit on it over and over and over again, no one's going to know. They're just waiting on word of mouth to get out there, and that doesn't always work. I mean, just ask any company that tried that tactic. It doesn't always work. But anyway, here's this thing. They have a permanent PSA booth, like a little extra area carved out in their store. And on there, here, let's see if I have it queued up here, I think. Yeah, check this out. Make sure the sound works. Watch this.
Just about to open, and in case you did not know, Burbank is the only store in the world that has a PSA permanent presence staffed by PSA personnel. Guys, what's going on today?
What's going on, Rob? We're ready for
because it only shared part of it.
Burbank,
but anyway, they showing this video.
Did not know,
when you get over here,
Burbank
there's a couple guys in the window, and you can walk in.
That has a PSA permanent presence.
There you go. You can see it. Now, what I found interesting is they made this separate area inside their building, right? And these guys work in this area, but look, everything's protected. They've got a safe, or at least a nice cabinet back there where they can lock stuff up. Because one of the main concerns for all of us in getting whether it's sports cards, Pokemon cards, pops, whatever, in this grading world, comic books, some people hate it and they want to fight you on the idea that grading stuff is stupid. Well, let them go have their pity party. But for those of us who are intrigued by it, and I'm one of them, and I want to get it done, I don't want to send my pops in the mail. It's a scary proposition, right? We've talked about this a lot. This place now, you can take stuff in person and drop it off. And so I saw that and I thought, well, it's probably just cards. But then I thought, well, let me take this a step further. So I commented and said, hey, are they accepting Funko Pops? And they actually got back to me within a few hours and said yes. So you can take your very expensive Super Grail, you can go to Burbank Collectibles or whatever it is, and you can, I heard there's a line, and sometimes they cap the line and they say, we're not taking any more submissions today, so you want to get there early. You can go in, you can have your paperwork filled out, go up to them. You don't need a box. You don't need to package it. You hand it to them. They take the submission. And then I don't know what kind of assurances PSA places on things. Like, do they guarantee it while it's being graded? I've seen some horror stories, but, those are probably far and few between. And people like to blow out the details and make it more dramatic than it really is. They probably guarantee that they're going to handle it in a certain way or reimburse you. I don't know. Read the paperwork and ask questions. But you can take them in person. This is huge news. I'm actually thinking about, I'm going back to San Diego most likely in October for TwitchCon. I want to talk to my buddy Steve while I'm there this weekend and say, hey, if I come out like a day early or early than the first day of Twitch, can we make a run to this Burbank store? I want to take it out there. I want to take some of my ultra grails that are worth thousands of dollars, even if they're not in great shape, and have them graded so that they're then protected in their state, captured in their current state, and at least authenticated, right? Which I know is another debatable topic, but not one that I want to debate here about what Are they authentic? Are they actually authenticated or not? All that stuff. I think it's just a good idea. But anyway, I think this is huge, and I think the world's sleeping on it. I tweeted about it. I tagged Burbank, and somehow the tag has gone away. I've only seen this once or twice, and it's when someone asks to be removed. This is very strange to me. Here we go. Look at this. I clearly tagged at Burbank Cards, and when I posted it, I'm pretty sure it worked. Maybe did I pick an account that doesn't exist? No, there it is. So either they requested that the tag be removed or something on Twitter's end failed. I haven't seen that ever, except for like when somebody gets tagged and then asked to leave the conversation, which is weird. But anyway, I think that's super exciting. I would say, as always, spread the word. And then if you were thinking about getting anything graded, maybe you do take a similar approach. I still think this should be a thing in every city, and maybe this is just a pilot program for PSA, where by the end of this year, there'll be other local card stores announcing it, or other local collectibles shops. Like, I could see where my pops, that'd be really cool for them, but they don't have the space to put in a whole big PSA booth and have a person staffed 24/7. The place has got to get a lot of foot traffic for that to make sense. Not 24/7, but while they're open, you know? I missed some comments. Sorry, I'm going back. I'd say happy NFTuesday. The Aussie news makes me sad. I can't stand Instagram or Facebook. I'm waiting for Tom to bring back MySpace. I'm with you. I don't like Facebook. I do like Instagram, and I think Instagram is great in a lot of ways. I just think over the years it's gotten overly complicated. Kelly loves it, to her credit, and she uses it all the time, and that's her major platform. And to her credit, she says if you want to grow, that's where you need to be. You'll grow a lot faster than you will on Twitter. She's right, but I don't think in terms of Instagram. To me, Twitter does it all and makes more sense. I'm stubborn that way. I wonder how long it takes, Comic Zombie. You mean as far as you submit it, how long does it take to return? Well, I'm sure they send it to the place, and then it's going to get put in the queue, unless you pay for super fast return, which you can do. You can pay for a premium and get it graded more quickly. But usually I think you're waiting a few weeks to a month. I think they may even post how long it takes. But you can ask that question. You could probably call and ask that question. A friend of mine knew the grader who's local here and would get things done super cheap and way ahead of other submission. LOL. Really? He would prioritize because he was a friend. That seems odd. I'm going to get my Super Mint Box Freddy as Kylo graded soon, as well as some Magic the Gathering cards. Nice, Boba. You're a little far away from Burbank Cards. It would make sense to me that they would have something like this in New York somewhere, but they don't, which is a shame. Not that I'm aware of. What's up, Project Gonzo? Get your Boba Fett graded. Not the damaged one. I'll get the good one graded. All right, a couple of finishing touches on this shout out. Shipping is so expensive, says Digital Pop Kingdom. Would think this method could make it a lot more affordable. I mean, yeah, shipping can be a bit of a bummer, but I mean, and I know people get hung up on it, especially those collecting NFTs that are like out of the country. But all these businesses, Amazon included, they only just get the benefit of the having so many shipments. They have to deal with it, right? It's just part of life. So we got to deal with it. I would definitely pay, and I would pay a premium to ship my pops. If I had to pay $50 in shipping per pop, plus $50 in grading or whatever it came out to be for my $8,000 pop, I'm fine with that. Would I pay that for a $400 pop? No. And there's plenty of $400 pops getting graded. Mandy said, yeah, I don't think Chester News would have been good to break on your stream. Looks like we're about to get some much needed rain, but with some lightning. Yay, Florida. Thank God it's not in California. YouTube Shorts is also... Yes, that is absolutely true, Jungle Bry. And I talking to Top Pops and his mom, that's what they told me a couple of years ago, is you got to get on YouTube Shorts. And I did a little, but not enough. All right, here we go. Again, a shout out. this is a good shout out, but don't go breaking news on other people's streams about people dying. Not a good idea. You can ask. Don't even do that. Don't ask, did you hear the news? Because that's just going to lead to it anyway. You can DM them separately, but don't put it on people's streams. But here we go. R.I.P. Ozzy. He was a legend for many reasons. Does anyone reckon they don't do it in person? No, they don't do grading on the spot. No. They take the submission, they take it to their facility where they have graders. These guys are not, they might be graders, but these guys are like the submission specialists. They take it to a place where they have machines or people at least to zoom in, look at the details, compare to archives or other data they have to make sure they're real and authenticated. They have experts on different subject matters. Like there might be a Pokemon expert, there might be a baseball expert, there might be a Funko Pop expert. That kind of stuff. So I don't know that we'll ever see grading on the spot unless they can fully automate it with computers. And even then, what kind of equipment, like giant scanner, would it take to look at all the sides of a pop and the inside? And you still need the human element, at least for now. Does anyone recommend getting your comics graded at SDCC? I mean, you can submit, but I don't think they grade on the spot. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. Does anyone recommend getting your comic graded? Oh, I read that. It jumped on me. We need a Hoot comic. I mean, that'd be cool, but you've seen my art, right? I don't know how to do all that other stuff. I know how to make Hoot. But, you can drop your cards and comics at the CGC booth and get graded at SDCC. Yes, you can. But you still can't drop pops, I don't think. Which sucks. But I get why, because the pops would take up a lot of space at their booth. They'd constantly have to have somebody shipping them off, and they'd have to store them somewhere. I'm catching up on chat. Oh, I said something I didn't know that would be frowned upon. No, you're fine, J-Mart. I'm not angry. This is like a good piece of life advice, because it could really upset a streamer. There's some people that have those like rules on their channels. I know we all click through it real quick and don't pay attention. But it is a rule on some streams that you don't bring up like current events, news, politics, things like that. Project Gonzo, they do authenticate signatures on site at SDCC, but there's no grading on site. Yeah, and typically that comes with like you go to a booth, you get something signed. Like this is how it worked for me and Stan Lee's autograph. You get that signed, and then someone from the authenticator program, company, booth, whatever you want to call it, meets you, takes you over to get everything done. That way, nobody's just bringing their fake thing and jumping in and go, I just got it signed. Like, you know. At some other conventions, they do on-site grading. I'd like to know more about that, Comic Zombie. If you ever have an article or maybe it'd be great if there's a calendar of events. I feel like this is where the grading companies are really missing out. Like, they've got to hear the comments. PSA's got to see the comments of people saying, I don't want to ship it to you. I don't want to pay for shipping. I want to get it done quickly and on site. And I feel I follow PSA. I follow CGC. I follow these different companies, and I'm never seeing hey, this weekend we're grading on site. Bring it to us. Maybe I'm just missing it. Maybe I'm oblivious. But I feel like they're missing an opportunity here. Yo, Misty, you finally made it. Poor Misty's dealing with more travel shenanigans, but finally made it. Good. You made it on SDCC Eve. I have only one rule on my stream: don't say it, don't spray it. Well, I fail at that rule often. Mock and Lazarus, thank you for that sub. 61 months. That's crazy. Comic Zombie, you missed my other comment. They are appraising comics at this SDCC at certain times this year. Appraising comments. So, what does that mean exactly? They take a look at it. They say this might grade as an 8, give or take a little bit. Is that what the appraisal is, or is it an appraisal of value? I could see them. That would be tricky. They don't really do the value. The value is up to the market. Okay, let's pivot. Not value-wise, yeah. I mean, I think that's really cool, but again, I don't think they're marketing it well. I think that's, a lot. Marketing is not easy. A lot of companies think it is, and they think, oh, we'll just hire an intern to post it on social, it'll go viral, and then we'll forever be rich. Not how it works. You got to put money in. You got to put the proper people in place. You've got to talk about things till you're blue in the face. You've got to repeat it. You've got to put it in 8 different formats. You got to put it on Instagram in their 8 different formats. It's got to go in reels and stories and posts when it makes sense. In Twitter, it's got to be put on there multiple times throughout a day. On YouTube, you got to make videos. You need to do lives. You need to do all that stuff. And companies aren't willing to put it in. They just think it's magically going to happen. Ads? Like, if I had the money, I'd be spending money on some ads, and that would help me increase my brand, but I don't have the money for that. All right, I'm going to talk about this first. Oh, it's my P.O. box. It's fine. Okay, I thought I just doxed myself. We love that term. So much fun. Luke, who is here, Zombie Donor Parts, hinted that he had sent me a surprise. Not hinted. He told me he sent me a surprise, and the surprise has arrived. If you guys don't know, Zombie Donor Parts, I got to chat with them a couple of times this year, once at Emerald City Comic Con, and then with him and his brother at Washington State Summer Con. They take and make custom pops, like truly custom. They pull together the Zombie Donor Parts from other pops, and then they make new pops for celebrities, characters that have never been made before, or yet. And at Washington State Summer Con, I'm not looking yet. At Washington State Summer Con, they made, like, I think they said over 100 different unique pops for all the stars that were going to be there. So they made, like, for Son-in-Law or Biodome, for Pauly Shore, who was there, they made them a custom pop. And they go up and they gift one to the celebrity. And then they keep one, or they gift multiple sometimes, and they keep one for their collection. And they made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of custom pops. And while I was there with them at Washington State Summer Con, we talked about some potential things that we might be able to do. By the way, please go follow Zombie Donor Parts before I even look and see what this is. He's trying to build his audience. He's had reposts from Alan Tudyk and Nathan Fillion, them sharing. I don't know if it's a Microtech. I don't know the brand. I got it as a gift for Christmas from my mother years ago. There's a brand on there. Ultra Force. Yeah. But anyway, I talked to him about some potential things. And I'm excited to see what we could do, but help follow the brand, build the brand following. That would be super nice. I just saw a reel that said that the cast of Dexter was going to SDCC. The new show is great so far. Love Dexter. Oh yeah, if you haven't seen the photos from SDCC, Priscilla just shared some from her hotel room, where you could see the rookie, Nathan Fillion, but also one of the main hotels there has Dexter, like 10 stories tall promotion. Okay, I'm excited to see what's in this box. I have no idea at all what's in this box, but it looks like a pop size. Oh, no way! It's exactly one of the ones I was talking about. No way. We saw these at Emerald City Comic Con, and me and Kelly were freaking out about them. This is a custom John Nolan pop from The Rookie. Kelly, if you're still here, you got to see this. I know she's still here. This is dope. Look at that. That is so. I'm gonna have to try to take it with me and get it signed. Look at the detail. You got the signatures from the guys from Zombie Donor Parts and his brother. That's really cool. This one of a kind gift was created for Sully. It's on the box. That's so dope. And you got their accounts, Zombie Donor Parts, and is that ADASYD? I want to shout them out in the chat. I want you guys, I'm going to take it out of this box. We'll do an appropriate, we'll treat it just like a custom minty super exclusive pop. Where's my official Display Geek opener? Pull the tab. Those tabs are so tricky. That's the worst part of opening those protectors, in my opinion, is the one with the tabs. They do such a great job. Look at the box. The quality of the box. Look at that. That looks 1,000,000% real. That is so freaking cool, man. Yeah, last year, Kelly went with me to the rookie panel because I don't miss anything Nathan Fillion if I don't have to, right? And she had never seen an episode. This year, we caught up and watched all of the rookie. And she is now a mega fan just like me. custom. There's a nice little touch there. It says this custom art piece was originally a Funko Pop vinyl toy. All copyright and trademarks belong to their respective owners. Very smart to protect yourself. There's a QR code. Although most of you might be watching on a device where you can't scan at the same time, you could screenshot this to get more info on zombie donor parts. I'm gonna attempt to take it out of the box so we can see the pop itself. I'm gonna be very careful because this box is mint. I don't want to mess it up. It is a little bit lighter cardboard. That is not a dig. It just facts. Oh, so freaking cool. So well done. I'm being very gentle. I don't want to damage anything. Oh, man. So dope. John Nolan. That is so cool. It's got the police uniform on. The utility belts. The little touch. Did I see gray in there? It's like a lighter brown hair. I love Modern Family. Oh yeah, I know. I've seen pretty much everything that Nathan Fillion's ever been in, with the exception of what was it, Desperate Housewives? I never watched that. Was that the show he was in? I think it was. Mindy says, "Question: anyone can do that? Are what are you referring to? The like, can you request custom pops like this? I don't know if they're doing requests. I do know that they make them for celebrity. Oh, there's an insert card too. Almost didn't show that. There's a cool insert card in the back. Funko used to do a lot of insert cards. They don't do many anymore. Yeah, this is incredible. This is so cool. I want to take it to SDCC and see if I can get Nathan Fillion to autograph it. I also know that the likelihood of getting him to autograph it is slim, because like he's at a lot of things during the con, and he's going to get whisked out of that Funko panel pretty darn quick and off to the next thing he's got to go to, right? So I don't know. Come on, buddy. I don't want to fight you. There we go. Come on, John. I think I might just hold on to it until there's a con that I know he's going to be at signing autographs, and I could go to his booth and pay for it. Therefore, like, because going to SDCC and carrying this with me, the likelihood of it getting damaged is way too high. But this is super dope. Super dope. Thank you. Thank you, guys. The tab on the top of the... Yeah, the tab is tricky. Look at the tab on the inside of the top of the box. I opened it and went right by it. They put the little nice touches in there. Yeah, oh yeah, there we go. I love this stuff. Look at it. When people are having their worst day, I want to be there to make it better. John Nolan quote. This is so dope. Yeah, hey, let's do this real quick. Thank you so much, guys. I know these are not an inexpensive venture. Zombie donor parts, Luke. I really appreciate this. I mean, when we saw him at Emerald City Comic Con, Kelly and I both were like, "Oh, I want that so bad," but we didn't want to be those people. Zombie. Wait, what am I doing? Search zombie donor parts, and go to the browser here so you can see some of their work. And look at this. They only have 1,354 followers. This should get increased soon. But look at here's their John Nolan that I think Nathan Fillion shared. There's a different version of it from the Rookie where they used the body from Angel. What was his name? Something Angel from Hot Fuzz. Nicholas Angel. And they've met some celebrities and gotten some video with them. But here's some of their other work. Look, they made this one during Washington State SummerCon for Daphne Zuniga. The Princess Vespa from Spaceballs, which there's a line. I hope that the new movie, they get the licensing so they can actually make things, would be dope. They made an Alan Tudyk one of his character in alien form from Resident Alien. The spoiler alert. Oh, nice. Murtaugh Riggs. There's a Riggs from Lethal Weapon. I mean, some of this stuff is like, how did they never made a Frank Thomas pop, a real one? And now these guys have done it, and they all look great. Joe Bob Briggs from the drive-in. This is so cool. Can't hardly wait. Mike Dexter. Oh man, need to make be cool to have a Jennifer Love Hewitt one if ever got to meet her for her autograph. because I don't think there's ever been a pop of anything she's done. There's Luke right there in the photo. Oh, Moses, Attack on the Block. That's great. Short Circuit Johnny 5. My buddy Carl said that if he were ever gonna buy a pop, it would be Short Circuit Johnny 5. Look at River Tam. Now we're actually getting one, but there's a River Tam. Like, such great work. Such great work. Thank you guys again. Let me drop a link so you guys who don't want to go do the searching yourself can just click on it. There you go. I'll put it in YouTube as well. Give them a follow. Help them get the notoriety they deserve. They mentioned to me at Washington State SummerCon, and I don't know how much I would divulge, but that Funko's kind of cool with them doing this. As long as they don't mass produce was always the rule I heard. Where's that protector? It's not going anywhere without that protector. Funko seems to be cool with them and has even invited them up to HQ to do some stuff. Right, Tech? Man, that's another reason why I know you and I are friends. I loved Short Circuit as a kid. Now, the way they portrayed his Indian friend, not necessarily great, but they were different times, and maybe one day they'll remake it and make it a little more politically correct. This is amazing. I can't believe Kelly's gonna freak. I just saw she left the house to go run an errand or two. Or no, she had to go take Macy to her class. But she's gonna freak out when she sees this. This is gonna have to get a Grail spot. I'm running out of spot. I'm gonna have to get more Grail mods put somewhere in this room to put them in. Shout out to Display Geek. Let's put John Nolan up there for right now. Kind of hidden by the free NFT, but. Did you see the Butts on Things sticker sheet that goes? Oh, I did not. He had a sticker sheet? How did I not see this? Oh, wait, it's not Butts on Things. It's Brian Cook. I think this is why people have a hard time finding him, because they're looking up Butts on Things. Maybe it's in... I don't see it here. Where did you see it? Was it a reel, maybe? No. He didn't really do Twitter. Where'd you see it? Maybe Priscilla shared it? Looking at your work, Zombie Donor Parts, and just came across the pudding one. Oh, is that Walking Dead? We need a 3-pack from the movie, batteries not included. Oh, those were so cool. I have seen a couple replicas over the years that were very cool. If you could get a custom pop ride that Funko hasn't done yet, what one would you choose? Well, Firefly, Serenity would be a great one. They don't really do pop rides much anymore. That Tank Girl is I don't think it's necessarily a pop ride. It might just be a pop deluxe or something. But that one's really cool, the Tank Girl one. Other things I'd like to see. They've done the Impala, they've done the DeLorean, they've done the Ghostbusters ride, so they've done the real big ones, the Scooby, the wagon, maybe the Shaggin' Wagon from Dumb and Dumber. Did they ever do that? That would be dope. All right, Chuck, be careful. Sharon and Priscilla's Discord. Yeah, but that probably came on a link from something, right? Like, you sure it wasn't on one of the social channels? If not, I want it regardless. Let's see. Sometimes she shares in her. Look at the view. You can see from here the rookie. But then in another picture that she shared, maybe elsewhere, you could see the building with Dexter on it. She has a view down into Petco Park. That's so cool. They did the Dumb and Dumber one. I need to get that. The Mutt Cuts. Yeah, exactly that. That would be so cool. The Turtle Van has been done. Yeah, that was one of the early ones. The Back to the Future train would be a good one. Good call. That would be dope. That would be awesome. Okay, well, speaking of exclusives, I have something that's not an official SDCC exclusive. Let me bring it up on screen here. I just made the image right before going live. There's an actual chance that there's an error on this because I was frantically trying to put this together. But for SDCC, I have got... oh, good, it hit it back. I'll have to move it forward. I've done a series of NFTs. This is a last-second thing I should not have been doing. Because... oh, man, where'd it go? Hold on. There it is. I had too much going on, and, you know, I like to bite off more than I can chew. But you guys have asked for this NFT, for this version of Hoot. And I was like, this is the perfect time because it just seems to be coming from every direction. And even Butts on Things did a mock little fun thing on this. But the Labubu. And you guys asked for Lahoot Hoot, and I've made Lahoot Hoot, and I'm going to do it as an SDCC exclusive. Before you ask a million questions, let me tell you the plan of attack here. I'm moving it to the front so we can see it. Allie, oh no. There is Lahoot Hoot. I guess I could zoom back in. There is Lahoot Hoot. No. There's a free one each day of the con, and in order to get it, you got to come find me, right? And I know not everybody gets to go to the con. I know not everybody will know where I'm at or how to find me or whatever, but that's part of the fun, right? I do plenty of freebies here on the stream and give you guys a chance to get them. And this is something, if you're going to the con, you have a reason to chase me and try and find them all. But there's one for each day: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There is no Sunday because I'm not planning on being at the con on Sunday much, if at all. They come in different colors and they have fun names, like that's Coffee, that's Thompson. I'm anxious to see if anybody can guess why that's called Thompson, that one right there. That's Sea Breeze, and that's Tropical at the end. So all you gotta do is find me during the con. I'm gonna have on me, on my badge, a QR code. You scan that, you can claim it on site. You'll have to have your wax info. So you might want to go ahead and log into your Wax account, have your username and password handy, because there's going to be no taking photos of the QR code. It's one per person. One per person. And I'm going to strictly be I'm going to follow up on this and make sure nobody goes and claims from multiple wallets and then puts them on the market or sends to themselves from another wallet or any of that crapper. It's one per person, and I'm not going to give them all away during the con. There's 55 of each. And I didn't close the mints yet. I can make a few more. So post the freebies at the con, I will make a few available to those who were not able to get them. That might be during the con. Like on Thursday, I might make the extra Wednesdays available. On Friday, I might make the extra Thursdays available. It's going to depend on how much work that takes and how much time I have. I'm figuring out as I go. And that's on purpose. So, Justin Clayton, excellent question. He said on YouTube, hey, is there a rainbow blend? I'm not planning on doing a blend, but because it'd be tough to give up one that's so limited. If you collect all four, there will be a bonus item. So another bounty. And for those of you who don't like to, I'll point out that reading is fundamental and important. So I'm going back over to the templates here. Inside every one of them, in the description, as I almost always do, is a full breakdown of what's going on here. And the bonus, if you collect all four by Friday, August 1st. All four by Friday, August 1st, you can get the special bounty bonus. Now, one more time, for those in the back who may not have heard, they'll be available at SDCC first to the people who find me. Scan the QR code and claim it. I will not run out I don't think I'll run out on any day except maybe Thursday because of Priscilla's party. We'll see. We're talking 55 people have to find me, scan the QR code, actually log in, sometimes with a tricky internet connection, claim it, and get it in their wallet. People don't often follow all the steps. With Priscilla's booth, they might because they're easy to come find her. Any extras will be made available to the people who did not get one later, and it'll be a first come, first serve, so make sure you're following on my social channels. You may be able to get 2 or 3 at the con, and you have to get the others elsewhere in a different way, maybe even going out to the market. You may be able to get them all at the con, but nobody can scoop up extras for a friend. We're not doing any muling on this one. It's first come, first serve, and then the extras will be put up in another manner. Darth Wacko, exactly not what I'm doing on this one. Nobody can claim multiple. So, that's not going to happen. You're not going to make it to Priscilla's party? Dang it, fourth curator. But I'll say this out loud. I will make the remaining available in another manner. Yeah, so what I did on these, they're going up on NFT blocks. It's hidden and protected by a unique special URL. That is not publicly posted. So when you scan the QR code, you have access to it, much like Priscilla does hers. Oh, the bait event. Nice. Hear the revenge. I'm going to do my best to get some of the extra drop stickers from the team if they'll be kind enough to do that for me again. And I don't know why they wouldn't, but hopefully they will. I'm going to, where's that post? Did I not repost it? I guess I didn't. Let's look at this. I need to repost this. Ugh. Quote tweet. I tried typing too soon. Here you go. This is the free sticker here that you can get during SDCC. And also they say in here, everybody who claims the sticker, meaning if you get the card from them at SDCC or however they're distributing it, I assume it's a card, and you go in and put the code in by August 5th, you're entered to win a random digital pop pack. So they're giving an incentive to hurry up and claim these things, not to sit on the card forever. So I'm going to try to get from the Droppp team some redemption codes, extras to give away. And we'll definitely do a stream or two between now and August 5th where I could give those away. But then for anything that, what I'll do is I'll probably claim the extras to still give away, and maybe I'll win a pack in the process of doing so. We'll see. The company that is hosting is a friend's new company. You talking about the bait party? Here the revenge says, I noticed I had a Thundercats card in my inventory the other day. I said, wait, I didn't open any packs. Thank you. Surprised I won. You're welcome. I think that was how it happened. Darth White, yeah, I'm going to try to make it to the Upper Deck booth for those Peacemaker trading cards, but there's just no guarantee it's going to happen. As I was explaining to Darth Wacko, he hadn't been to SDCC, but anybody who has been knows that, man, it is tricky to get anything. Those lines, depending on what it is, like if you're trying to get into Thrill Joy or you're trying to get into Funmaker Mike's booth, they're not doing lotteries. At least I don't think they were. So you just first come, first serve, get in line. Those can take hours to get through, depending on how they do things at their booth. Knowing Mike, he's going to try to get a bunch of people through, but it's a process. He puts on a show. That's just how he is with everything, and that's fine. I'm not bad-mouthing him at all. I think it's fun. He's making fun. But some of the booths like Upper Deck, I don't usually go to first. I try to get over there at some point. I don't even know how their lines are first thing in the morning. I don't know, Fourth Curator. It depends. It depends. I know he's doing some really fun stuff, as per always, and he always has a lot of freebies to give away, and he loves interacting with people. I'm going to try to get over there first on one of the days and make it a priority. I also definitely want to try to stream from the booth or create some content. We'll see. SDCC just has so many people that even if, compared to a WonderCon's like a 4, and SDCC's a 12. New York Comic Con, as far as how many people are there, is the closest thing in the world to how big SDCC is, but SDCC is bigger, regardless of what you've heard before. Being at both, I know for a fact SDCC is bigger. Anyway, so they're doing that, and then again with the panel, I'm excited about that panel. Let's talk about overall lineups. I finally finalized my schedule, I think. Well, as much as you can finalize an SDCC schedule. We're going to try to go to preview night tomorrow. We do have tickets, and I'll probably just try to go to, like, Priscilla's booth or maybe even Rocky Moto. We'll see. On Thursday, Funko panel. Definitely going to that. We're going to go first thing, get in line for that. The future collecting panel is that night at 5, and then Priscilla's party is that evening. So if you're looking for me, it's Funko, Droppp, Priscilla on Thursday. Those are where I'll be. On Friday's actually my light day, which is weird. I'm going to try to get exclusives first thing in the morning. Then we got the Paramount Lodge offsite. I did get a time for that. Thanks to Comic Zombie. Thank you again for the help. Then the Alien panel in Hall H, I'm going to try for, but I doubt we'll get in. Then the Predator Badlands panel and the Tron Ares panel. Might try to get in on Friday and just stay there all day. Savage, I don't know how early. I want to play it by ear and see if I can get some info on Twitter, but I want to get up early and get over there. 7 or 8 a.m. I know that's not super early in San Diego Comic-Con time, but I think it'll be enough to get in the room. Randy said, got the NFT associated with the SDCC sticker sheet. Oh, yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. If anybody pre-ordered the sticker sheet from me, you're guaranteed one of the Hoots. Hoot goes to the con 2025 Super Summer. This one. If you pre-ordered a sticker sheet and you paid, this should be in your wallet. If for some reason it's not, please let me know so I can research. But he's wearing the Super Summer 2025 shirt. This one and the Hoot Hoots and the freebie from today all are part of the Hoot Goes to the Con 2025. Every year's been very different, but those are all part of the same. Sadly, it looks like recent changes to Wax and the how do I explain this? The sources I use to pull information has broken several of the cool things I used AI to make. My website that I was so happy to have as a tool for you guys and was planning on eventually continuing to tinker with this and make it more of a tool that I feature, no longer works. I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board and see if I can troubleshoot it, but it won't bring up the checklists anymore. Yeah, something changed in the background. I found it when I went to go award this last month's Battle Bowl Awards, which, by the way, Natu6 swept. First time ever. He got the most trophies, the most podiums, and the most golds. So he got all 3 one-of-ones for the month of June. But I had to do all that by hand this month, which is a lengthy process. My tracker tool that I built doesn't work anymore. Yeah, congratulations, Natty. That's awesome, man. Yeah, so I'll have to go back to the drawing board after SDCC. With the way things have been gone with Wax lately, I don't want to give up on it by any means. I love creating NFTs, but the money just hasn't been there for me, and I have to focus on where the money is. I still love doing the freebie NFTs. I would love to do some more Hoots in the future. I just don't know how that works with me trying to spend more time on Whatnot so I can actually pay bills. Maybe once a month I try to do a drop and a blend or something like that. I don't know. We'll talk about it after SDCC. Maybe there's a way to refine it in such a way where you guys would be willing to spend a couple of bucks here and there. I haven't had any of those issues, Darth Wacko. Only thing I could think of is that you don't have enough RAM or one of the other resources. So have you reached out to the team? To Pop Paragon? Have you gone by his streams or his Discord or anything and asked? Has anyone been able to help you? I would say drop by his streams and maybe tag Dan Asker or him and ask is a great way, or definitely Discord is a great way for customer service like that. I haven't had any issues. So I don't think it's a technical issue with the system. I think it's more of a resource issue for you. Like, do you have RAM? Do you have net? The CPU? Do you have those? Which, for a quick reminder, if you have any of those issues like you're having with any Wax-based thing, go to My Cloud Wallet, log into your wallet, check the lightning bolt up here. These are your resources, and make sure your CPU, your net, or your RAM are not completely maxed out. If they are, you need to get more. You stake for CPU and net, you buy RAM. But those 3 resources can't be at 100% or higher, or else you can't perform basic activities. Sadly, Darth Wacko, Twitter is not their best methodology for responding to people. They really push people towards the Discord, which for things like this makes sense, I think. So I would try there. Hope you get some good connections at the Future of Collecting panel. So yeah, I already have made a few thanks to them advertising the hell out of that panel. I've made connections with the guy who's in charge of the McFarlane stuff and the lady who's in charge of the DC stuff on Candy Digital. And I'm hoping to get to talk to them in person, give them some stickers and an NFT, and further the conversations, because, like, their first top priority is connecting with those other brands and people, but they also need influencers for everything that they do, or somebody to help do anything. And one of the things I definitely want to ask about at the panel and make them think about is, how do they view training and education? Is it a priority within their organization? Are they working on furthering that? Because from my perspective, there are plenty of people that are intrigued and interested, but just seeing the basic social posts and maybe even some of the videos is not enough. Like, what are they looking for next steps? That's meant to tell them that's what we need, and also maybe get them to think about, do we have somebody that can help us do that? You know, how do you do that? My resources are at 0, 0, and 14. So you shouldn't be running into problems. Darth Wacko, the next thing I would say is log out of your Wax wallet on all the above, or use a new device. If you're on your computer, go to your phone. If you're on your phone, go to your iPad, etc., etc. Try logging in there and performing those activities and see if that fixes it. The definition of insanity really comes into play for these things. Don't ever try the same thing over and over again and expect a different outcome. So that, for me, is always, if it's not working on your phone over and over again, go to a different device. 9 times out of 10, that's going to help solve it. Last night, my fish and bird wouldn't even show up, but I'll try to connect with Pop Paragon. That too, Hear the Revenge, yeah, that'll clear out some of the temporary files and stuff. Yeah. What else? You guys have any questions about SDCC, about the NFTs, about whatever? I'm gonna have to shut it down at like 1 today, because I got to get Kelly over. In order for us to coordinate all the flight stuff, I got to get her to work. I got to finish packing. I do want to. At 1, I'm gonna close this free NFT and send it immediately, so you guys already have it. Oh, I didn't finish the schedule. I'm doing the Paramount Lodge. I'm doing the Magic Spider-Man thing, thanks to the link you sent me. I'm doing Sune meetup with Priscilla. I'm doing the Dreams Party, and that's it. I didn't get tickets to any other like off-sites. I had no luck, so I'm just gonna go stand in line for a couple things and see what happens. Saturday, I'm gonna be in panels starting the beginning of the day, because Rookie at 12:30 p.m. in Indigo Ballroom. We're not missing that. And then Community Over Competition. Oh, I want to bring this one up again, in case anybody's here that wasn't here the other day. Liz Silva Designs, Liz and Derek, for those of you who know, that used to run Loungefly before Funko kicked them to the curb. Is it showing it? Yeah. They're doing this panel along with Ben Butcher, who also got kicked to the curb, just like me. Liz and Derek started a company called Whatever Makes You Happy, and they haven't really even put any product out yet. Exactly, Fourth Curator. That's where I was headed. Ben Butcher, who is now the founder and CEO at Kaleidos Creative, which, by the way, I've been seeing their stuff at some of the different retail stores at the malls. Awesome that they've already got that kind of reach with fans. And then Allison, who is the founder, CEO, and designer at Rocklive Jewelry, which is where Yoko works now, helming their social media. So you basically all 4 people. And Allison was trying to work with Funko. Hillary was trying to make some stuff work with her, and they never could. I think the higher ups at Funko weren't having it. But imagine you could have got really cool, like, silver charm bracelet with some of your favorite pops for the ladies, or necklaces or earrings or something that were Funko, like crowns or something. That's what they were going to try to do, something fun. But anyway, they've all been touched by Funko in some way. That panel is Saturday, July 26th. I'll share this link in case anybody wants to look at it and add it to their agenda, their lineup. Room 28DE, 3 p.m. And for the first 150 people, free swag bags. Don't have any idea what that might be, but if I'm dreaming, Kaleidos would include like at least a sticker, maybe one of their mystery figures. I don't know, 150 of those, quite expensive on their end, but you never know. Allison might have a little charm of some kind. And then Derek and Liz, I don't even know what their new Whatever Makes You Happy brand is about, but I would guess it is bags and or clothing, because that's what they focus on, and they know all the people in the industry. So maybe they got something really cool coming there. But I would definitely try to attend that if you can, not only to show support for these wonderful people, but also to get a free swag bag, because you just never know. Oh, cool, Fourth Curator. The Whatever Makes You Happy with Liz and Derek have product out at Hot Topic under a different umbrella. I don't know. I don't know exactly what that means. My guess is they were probably given a severance package when they were let go from Funko, unlike many of us other ones, and told you can't start a competing company within X amount of time. We're coming up on 2 years since that happened to them, I think. And that's usually about a non-competitive time. So maybe what they've done is just work with some other people to make product under their brands while they get whatever makes you happy ready to go. And then as soon as their 2-year non-compete is up, they're able to do their thing. Similar to what I thought was going down with Mike, is that I thought he had a year that he couldn't compete. And then a year later, we got Funmaker Industries. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Don't know. You could ask, but probably not the thing you want to ask in a panel. I'm always amazed at the gotcha questions that people like to ask at panels. It's like, what do you think you're doing? You're going to ask a question that makes the people up there uncomfortable in hopes to, what, build your brand? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Or when they turn it political or something, it's like, come on. Are you going Funko shopping? I mean, I would love to try, but that booth is next to impossible to get into. You had to win a lottery. I got blanked for the however many years since leaving Funko. I got blanked again, didn't get any lottery selections, neither did Kelly. I thought she might get lucky, but she didn't. So we'll check by over there. Who knows? Maybe a friend is nice enough to help me out, but I doubt it. And I don't ask. I never ask Liz or anybody that's still there, can you help me out? Because I hate when people do that to me. The one thing I really want is those clamshell reproductions from 2010. And unfortunately, they're limited to 2010 pieces, and the market on them is already really strong. People are asking hundreds of dollars in a pre-buy situation, so don't think I'll be able to get anything, but mystery boxes are definitely not my thing. I know some people like them, but I like mystery packs, so I guess that's a mystery box in a way. Like, I like opening the Funko packs, the drop packs. But those booths that have just big mystery boxes, I always steer clear of those. I see kids open them, and there's a bunch of stuff in there I really wouldn't care about. I know there's a Voltron one that my buddy's really excited about. I guess it depends on the company. If Funko did a mystery box, like they used to do with Marvel Collector Corps or something at the con, I would probably consider that. It just depends on what's possible in the box. Yeah, no, I that's what I was expanding on. I don't know what their product is, so I don't know if I would ever want a mystery box. I would need to see what the potential stuff in the box is before I would even consider buying a mystery box. Jungle Bryce says those clamshells are pretty amazing. I'm debating if I need to find a way to get that Tank Girl. I'm looking on eBay for alternate Tank Girl collectible options. There isn't much. That's what made Funko, is they were willing to tackle the licenses that other people wouldn't. That brought in a lot of fans. I think Tank Girl, I don't think it's a limited numbered piece, is it? Before I say anything further, let's look. Does anybody know offhand? If it's not a limited numbered piece, if it's a shared exclusive somewhere, you may be able to get it that way. Tank Girl, Funko.com. When did those go up for sale? Probably Thursday or Friday. Anybody know? You could try the Funko.com when they go up for sale, and you might be able to get it. So it's not shared with Target or Box Lunch or anybody like that, but it is on Funko.com. So, like, even in the past couple years, they made so many of some of these products that you were able to log in like an hour or two after they went on sale and still get them. Thursday morning. So Thursday, I would set your reminder, and when you first get up, check the website, and you may be able to purchase it and get it at retail. It's not a numbered item, I don't think. I think the only numbered items were like the 2010 clamshells, show only. Yeah, this Tokidoki, I think it is, or whatever. No, is that Sanrio? That's Sanrio, my bad, not Tokidoki. This Mattel, is that a Barbie? And the Voltron. I think those, and that Batman Azrael. I think those are the only ones that are truly limited piece count. Yeah, Jungle Bri, I think it would be. When the store opens on Thursday, I think you'd have a chance to get in there and get one. There'll be a line, but I don't know how big of a line. Funko, I don't think is at the height it once was, so you might be able to get in line at, like, right before opening, walk in and grab it. The Blueprint Batman and Robins were limited in number as well. Okay, yep. Is that on another slide, maybe? So they're limited in number, but they're also on Funko.com. That's interesting. There's the international. Yeah, I think Tank Girl's probably like a 5,000 to 10,000 piece thing. And even if you don't get it right now, if you waited till closer to like end of year, you could probably pick up on it way cheaper. I wouldn't buy it in the first week or two after SDCC. It's gonna be crazy FOMO prices, and then it's gonna come down to something reasonable later. Send me a DM. I can possibly get you a Tank Girl. There you go. Fourth curator to Brian. Herbie. Oh, Herbie does look really good. Yeah, if we were looking back at that slide. A Tank Girl is my favorite if it's a ride. I don't know if it's considered a ride or just like a deluxe or whatever. I think that's super cool. I like the Herbie. I like the Biddy Pop set for Fantastic Four. I think that's dope. I like the clamshells, the reproductions. The Batman's all right. I'm not a giant DC fan, but I do have a lot of Batmans. The Spider-Man's fairly cool. I think those are the only ones I would be chasing. This is kind of crazy that this is the list. It's very limited. There was one year where we had over 70 pieces at the Funko booth. Probably 2018, 19, 18. We had over 70 pieces of exclusives at the booth. And this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 4, roughly 25 pieces-ish. That's a huge downsize from previous years. I think Onslaught, the Magneto Super Shredder, is also numbered to like 5K or 3K and dropping online. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I'll ask you guys. I wouldn't like tweet this or anything because then people just like comment like crazy back at me. But if anybody has a chance at those clamshells, if you end up getting in line, if you got a friend that's getting in line, I'm willing to pay a little over retail. I just want them in my collection. I don't want to sell them. I'm not trying to flip them. I just always thought those were the coolest thing and wanted one, and I love these. I think they're so cool. But if you get even one of them, I'd be happy with. But I'd love all three. The Batman, the Robin, and the Penguin, I think are so dope. If I got into the booth for any reason, and they go, you can have 3 items. That's done. Those 3 right there. That's it. I just want them in my collection. Thank you, Savage. Thanks for being on the lookout. I hate to be thirsty and ask, but I'm definitely not going up to Liz or anybody else I know there and going, "Could you get me in the booth?" If they offered, sure, but I also don't put myself in that situation where they feel not entitled, where they feel obligated to do that. Oh, that's interesting. Somebody said, "I'm still hoping for an announcement of Freddy, Franny, and Proto." Which, not typically something they do at the booth. They do sometimes, but that's typically just a Fun Days thing. Now that they did Fun Days before SDCC, I didn't even think about that. They really should have had a Freddy. I still think, and Funko Drop, y'all take this and run with it, because clearly I'm not going to get to sit in on any brainstorming meetings. The pop I always wanted to see, and I think it would have been huge, is to make one Freddy, kind of like the Stan Lee where he's pulling open the shirt. Something like that, right? But Freddy maybe opening a shirt or pointing at a shirt or something, and make one template, and then for every con you would have like SDCC 2025. You would have Emerald City Comic Con, if they ever did Emerald City Comic Con 2025. You would have Designer Con 2025, and then the next year all those 2026, whatever, in different colors, so that you could collect a trophy from every convention that you went to, and make it really cool because you're not paying anybody middleman prices. You're not paying a licensor or whatever. Put in an enamel pin that also has that, and keep the standard design, the same box, the same thing all the way through, and let you collect trophies of every time you got to go check out a Funko booth at a convention. It would have been a huge line. You have one mold that you can build on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And you would have made bank. I mean, they would have just been making money hand over fist with those. Well, they did it a couple of times, Project Gonzo. They didn't continue it. Like, I wanted them to do this when I started working there. I pitched this idea. in the only way we could pitch was just to tell the handful of people that would listen. We weren't provided a platform or anything. But, like, I thought that would be great for these big cons, but also for the smaller ones. Let's say Funko gets invited to do Dallas Fan Expo, which they should do, to do MegaCon Orlando, which they should do, etc., etc. You don't have to take 40 exclusives and have the booth. You take a van, a bus with open sides. It could be an ice cream truck looking thing. You open it up and you got like that Freddy with that show logo and some other items, and that's it. Super simple. You could even take Funko Shop exclusives just to give fans a chance to interact with your brand at all these events. And even send, if you had a team with recognizable people, send a Jax. She's recognizable. What's the new lady's name? Whatever. Send her. I can't remember her name. We had Carissa before. Send Carissa. Whoever your person is, send them, because people want to interact with them. They feel connected to the brand when they do that. Would have been really, really cool. Jungle Bright. Yeah, there's a pretty big con in Seattle Funko would do well at. That con's not going to be there. Well, no, I can't even say that. That con did well on ticket sales this year, and I think they did fine without Funko. But I do think Funko has an obligation to do their local con in some manner. Apparently, they did Geek Fest this past weekend. I saw some posts about that. I had no idea, or I probably would have gone. I'm going to make sure I follow Geek Fest in case they do it again in the future, or whoever puts that on. Is that this one? I don't even think that's it. That's probably going to be hard to find. But apparently they did a local con called Geek Fest. And they had some people there repping the company and doing some stuff there. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Allie. Exactly. I mean, how do you go to something if you don't ever know it exists? The number of people I've told about Washington State SummerCon, and they'd be like, wait, there's big celebrities that come to Washington? They have no idea. Again, marketing is hard. Marketing is not easy. Here the Revenge says the Freddy, the Franny, the Proto that were going to be at the con, they used them for the online Fun Day boxes. How do you know that? Did they say that at some point? Or are you just guessing? I'm a massive Batman fan, so those exclusives break my heart. Oh, Mocking Lazarus, if for some reason I get in the booth, I'll grab them. I'll grab them for you. I mean, I'm not going to, but if I could, I would. Had no idea till it was to the app. And you're usually tuned in, exactly. Okay, yeah. I mean, might be right. I always, and this is not me trying to be a Debbie Downer or an a-hole or anything like that, but again, if you say something, people will see it. They'll assume it is guaranteed true information. So anytime you say something like that, go, well, I think, and then say what you said. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm sorry, I sound like an a-hole, but I'm just so concerned about that in this world. We all fall for stuff so much. Zombie Donor Part says, I went to Geek Fest. They had the Plinko board and clay machine. Gave away prizes. Oh, claw machine. Claw machine. Yeah, that's really cool. All the online boxes of fun came with don't open till dates that were the same as the SDCC dates. That could be applied afterwards, too. I mean, you might be right in that says they weren't going to be at SDCC. But like one thing that was interesting when I worked there is we would get exclusives in the samples that would come in. We would usually get what's called an inner of samples, so 6 would come in, and we'd open the box and it would be like a Sully Focht that said Toys R Us, had the Toys R Us sticker. But then Toys R Us would have agreed to do it, and then for some reason changed their mind, and now we have to move it to another retailer. It becomes a Target exclusive. Where was I going with this? They could have put those dates on the boxes once they were manufactured specifically for the event. They might have had the samples in earlier and had the intention of sending it to San Diego, but then once they actually put them in production and had them sent over, then they put the new dates on there. You'd be surprised how many times retailers committed to buying an exclusive and then changed their mind, and then Funko had to scramble to go, Hot Topic, will you have this in your stores? Target, will you put this in your stores? And see if because they have buyers, they can only buy so much. They have to go, oh, well, the last Funkos didn't sell real well, so we changed our mind, even though they had already committed to it, which is really crappy business, but is what it is, right? I guess that's how the world works. And they would like to throw around their weight. Well, if you don't take this back this time, we may not buy any more exclusives from you. Oh, okay. At least that's what it sounded like based on the discussions I heard. I never talked with a retailer other than Hot Topic directly. That's not entirely true. I guess I talked with some people at Entertainment Earth. Is that the only ones? Yeah. But I had talked to Entertainment Earth before I went to work at Funko. I already had some connections there. Yo, what's up, Professor Josh? So we're doing a shorter stream today. Basically just rambling about SDCC and catching up on some stuff. Why don't we run a Twitchy Tides game while we're rambling here? See if we can get this to work. If you guys want to jump in on it, exclamation point play. I already had it brought up this time. There's a free NFT, exclamation point free NFT in the chat to bring up the link. Fill out the form. I'm going to close that at about 1. Uh-oh, it's not working. Let me try to refresh. I'm going to close that at about 1, and I'm going to, like, while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and distribute these. So that you guys have them, and I'm not waiting. I don't have, like, a to-do list of something that you're waiting on me for days and days and days. Monster Pete says, I have to give my shot. Anyone who has access to the Funko Clamshell, the Penguin. Not all 3, but the Penguin. Wow. We're in the same boat here, Monster Pete. It's gonna be a tough challenge. Y'all want to try again? See if this worked? If not, I may have to log out and back in. Yeah, something's not. Hold on, let me try editing. Oh, crap. Settings was right there. Settings, Twitch, reset, log in. Hopefully we can play this. Exactly, Darth Wacko. I'm hitting the major reset button. Conflict. Got invited to Peacemaker Party Saturday night, but will be at Dreams. Oh, no. Dang, Savage. That's cool that you got the invite to the Peacemaker Party. All right, let's try one more time. If this works, cool. Oh, are you going, Angus? Beautiful. Good. We'll see you there, man. We're going too. Yeah, and don't forget, Angus, Thursday night is Priscilla's party. Details are on her Twitter. There's a bunch of us going to be there from the community. I'm going to be a little late because I'm going to that 5 o'clock Future of Collecting panel. But Kelly, I think, is going to go directly to the party, so y'all can go chat with her. Oh, really? You're going to go see Fantastic Four? That's awesome. I couldn't give up on any of the activities at SDCC to go see the movie. As much as I want to see it, I'm going to wait. When we get back, we'll go see it on one of the weekdays, hopefully, during that week. Poppin' Stock, what's up, baby? Oh, you doing that one at SDCC? I mean, that's cool, and maybe the people from the movie, the actors or something, will be there. I know The Rock did that years ago with, what movie was that he did? Was it Hercules? One of those movies he did where he showed up. They were doing screenings all weekend at SDCC, and he just showed up and said hello to the audience and stuff. I wanted to go to the Gundam panel on Thursday, but no badge. Oh, dang. That sucks. Reminder to everybody and a shout out to Poppin' Stock. If you guys haven't seen, he has a channel running here on Twitch that you can go over and follow. And it's a guessing game. So a Pop NFT comes up. You can guess. It's a double-digit number. You can guess the number. It's a 5-minute open window. If you're right, you get the NFT. And some of them are, pretty limited pieces. I don't know if he's giving away all rarities or he's giving away just some rarities. I don't know exactly how that goes, but I mean, to hang out in the channel, put in a guess every 5 minutes, maybe get a free NFT that's worth something. Absolutely. It was Hercules in 2014, said Savage. You were there. Oh, that's amazing. Prey has everyone there. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've said it so many times before, and it is always true. Every single person will have a different experience at San Diego Comic-Con, and you never know. You got to keep your head on a swivel. You never know when you're going to be walking through Gaslamp and you're going to see a celebrity right there. You never know when you're going to be at a panel that's supposed to just be Nathan Fillion and the whole cast shows up. You never know when you're going to go to a party and they'll have gotten a celebrity to be there. You never know when you're going to be walking down the street and someone's going to go, hey, you interested in Fantastic Four? We've got an autograph signing with the cast. We're just picking some random people who are wearing Fantastic Four gear. Now, I would be a little leery of that one. You better ask a lot of follow-up questions and be careful where you go with people. But I say that because one year, my buddy Steve and I, the first year we went to SDCC, when we didn't know the lay of the land, we were walking through Gaslamp, and there was a cool double-decker bus, like a what you'd see in Harry Potter or London. And a guy said, "Hey, you guys interested in going over to the IMAX thing? We're doing some IMAX trailers in this cool giant dome thing." And it's sponsored by this vodka company. There's free food, free drinks, free photos, sessions, like a photo booth. And we're like, seems a little off, like to just get on a random bus. And the guy's like, I forget what he showed us that put us a little bit at ease. And then other people showed up and we're like, let's go for it. So we did hop on the bus and we went and we had a great time, man. It showed us like these really cool 3D, or not 3D, but IMAX trailers, and he laid back in the seat. There was like a red carpet where you could take photos. There was a photo booth. It was all open bar, as much food as you wanted to eat. That was our dinner that night. It was really fun. It was really, really fun. So you just never know what they're going to be doing. Last year, we randomly found the eBay booth or offsite I didn't know existed. We went to it. They were giving away Fun Days tickets. You went in and spun a wheel. You could win a prize. They were giving away exclusive Funko Pops and other stuff. You could win tickets to Fun Days. You just don't know what you're gonna find. You got to keep your head on a swivel, your eyes open, be paying attention, be looking at Twitter. You just never know what's gonna pop up there. Oh, one year, I keep telling stories. We're gonna run this game in like 1 minute. One year we were in line for the Firefly 10th anniversary panel when word got out on Twitter that they were going to do a special viewing of Serenity at Petco Park. Tickets were going to go on sale in like 10 minutes, and Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk were going to be there. So we got on the phones. Tickets were like $10. And we went, and they put up a screen in the center of Petco Park on the field. We got to hang out on the field, and Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk did like some voiceover MST3K type fun stuff over the beginning of the movie for like 15 minutes. And then they kind of pieced out, and we just watched the rest of the movie. I fell asleep on the grass at Petco watching the movie because I was so tired, but it was so fun. It was so cool. Justin said the eBay Live offsite was cool last year. I won a phone charger and saw Billy Pop. Ooh, that Saw Billy Pop's worth quite a bit now, I think. That's really cool. I won one that I eventually gave away here on stream for Box Game. Okay, we're going to run this game. About 10 seconds left. I don't know if I have any packs left. We'll give away, if I have, I have a pack or two for Twitchy Tides. We'll give away a pack, and then for 5th place, we'll give away a Nerd Unite NFT. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Best of luck, everybody. I didn't even get in. I forgot. Of course, if you get Codename Kitty and you win 1st place, you're going to get 10 million Woofy added on top. We'll run another one in a minute since I didn't share all that information in advance. There's some ones in there I haven't seen much of. I haven't got to play a lot lately. Keep forgetting to run it or getting sidetracked during the stream. Whoa, that jellyfish wreck shop. 6 people left, so the next one out doesn't get anything, but the person after that will be 5th place. They're going to get a prize. And then whoever gets first, of course, is going to get a prize. Got a 2 out of 6 chance. Yep. Still 1 out of 4 chance. There went New Beardland. Hey, Professor Josh with Codename Kitty. Wait a minute. It says, oh, I missed another one. I'm sorry. Did I just jinx him? I totally missed that Fawny. We'll even it out. Right in front of the Twitchy Tides. Okay, it didn't jinx anybody. There we go. Professor Josh wins. Let's see if we can get him a pack and some Woofy. I almost blew it. Maybe I still did. I don't know. I can't. Atomic Hub's broken now. You can't put in the collection. That used to be a thing. I don't know if I exceeded too many NFTs or if that's a problem for everybody. Hey, babe, is that you? You got to see this. Remember zombie donor parts that we met that made the cool customs?
Yeah. What? Wait, what is that?
That's a custom rookie.
Where'd that come
John
from?
Nolan. He shipped it to me.
Hi, guys.
He sent it to me.
What?
Isn't that cool? It's so awesome.
Wait, this is the ones that we saw.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
I knew
Is
she'd
this why
love
you
it.
were screaming?
Yeah.
Remember I wanted it. I was like, but can we buy it? But
Yeah.
why are we leaving? Can't we buy it?
Yeah, he knew. He knew how much we loved
So
it.
cool.
Isn't that neat?
Oh, love John Nolan. I was just watching Firefly this morning.
Can you? I walked in. I was like, "Oh, she's watching Firefly."
I woke up early to give myself a pedicure, and I was like, what should I put on the TV while I do this? And Firefly was like at the home screen. I'm like, this is it. Hey, Punked. So excited to meet you. Walking Miracle.
McD.
Karma's here. Karma, we're dancing. Did you hear? We got tickets.
Oh, I forgot to tell him. There
We
was
got
an offsite. I forgot to put on there.
I cannot wait.
We're going to Ready
So freaking excited. Ready Party 1.
Party 1. That's it. Good call.
I'm like, what do I wear to this? So excited. Okay, I have to finish up and then
Yeah, do it. Do it.
I have to bring Macy stuff she forgot, and then I'll be right back.
That happens.
And we can leave.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
bye guys. Have fun.
Hey, what's up, Ted for Tony? How are you, brother? Hope you're doing well. Sorry, we're playing a game here. We're about to play another round of it. We were just talking SDCC. I got a free NFT for anybody with a Wax wallet. Just got to fill out that form within the next 10 to 15 minutes to get the freebie. I'm closing it then. That's how many are going out. I'm sending a prize here now, 10 million woof, to Professor Josh. Am I going to see you at SDCC, Ted for Tony? I don't know if you ever get out there. Angus Maximus, that party is on Wednesday night after preview night. And if you decide you want to get tickets, the early bird tickets are sold out. They were $44. No, they were $33. Then the regular tickets are available for $44. But I found a tweet from Screen Rant, who's hosting the party. And if you use, I think it's Screen Rant 20, get you the tickets for $20 a piece plus fees. So it came out to $44 or $45 to buy 2 tickets for Ready Party 1 on Wednesday night. Screen Rant. I talked to Ming Chen. He's going to be there. It looks like a good time. It looks like a really good party. So if you are going to be there, anybody else, and you want to go to Ready Party 1, what am I doing? I'm going back for the 5th place. Randy C got 5th. I'm going to send you a Nerd Unite NFT. Probably already have it, but now you'll have another one. And then we're going to run another game. We're flying in today, Monster Pete. Yeah, we're flying out tonight, actually. We're gonna we were originally gonna go out tomorrow. Worked out we go out today. So we're gonna go with some friends, hang out tonight, chill at the hotel. Tomorrow we're gonna go to probably hang out at the pool during the day, and then go to preview night, and hopefully get an exclusive or 2. We'll see how it works out. And then I'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Got plans most of the day, all the days. We got a couple of slots that are kind of open. I'll be trying to live stream and share my location and stuff like that as often as possible, because I've got a free NFT for you guys. I'll show again since our audience has turned over a little bit since we originally talked about it. Savage says, remember back in the good old days when Nerd HQ would social media announce last-minute celebrity photo sessions for $20? That was so much fun. I happened to look at my phone in the middle of Gaslamp and ran to HQ for a cast of Grimm photo op. Sweaty photo. That Funko, or I'm sorry, not Funko HQ. Nerd HQ was simply magical. Back when everybody decided, or I'm going to word this snarkily. I shouldn't. Back when Zachary Levi had a better standing with the community, let's put it that way. He would host the Smiles. What was it called? It was the Nerd HQ, but all the profits would go to Operation Smile. Was that it? Where they would help fund the surgery for like cleft palate kids in other countries that they needed the help. But they would have Nathan Fillion and Felicia Day and Alan Tudyk and the cast of a lot of different like ABC, CBS shows. Like I saw a couple of panels. Nathan Fillion would do his autograph auction sessions where he would pull out an item he actually autographed and sold a Nerd Foo shirt once upon a time, which is still one of the coolest things to ever happen. Oh yeah, Angus, whenever we can connect, that'd be awesome, man. Yeah, Angus has a surprise for all the Nerds Unite community. He made some really cool 3D printed pins that I can't wait to see in person, and I got to work out with him like how we'll get them out or whatever. But I'll have some at SDCC, and I'll try to bring a couple home as well. But anyway, that was Funko. I keep doing it. Nerd HQ was like the coolest thing. Like we spent, I think it was my second year. We spent every night there. We would go to the day and do the con. We'd get some dinner. We'd go to I did it again. We'd go to Nerd HQ. We'd hang out, have a few drinks. Then we'd go get in line for the next day for Hall H. And then rinse and repeat 4 days in a row. We were so tired at the end because you didn't get much sleep on the grass during SDCC. I would love to see somebody tackle doing something similar. It had grown into, like, they took over Petco Park for a while, a portion of Petco Park. And those panels and all they would have companies come in, like gaming companies and stuff, and they would have, you know, controllers and demo games and stuff. They were becoming their own little con outside the con. And I think it was a good thing because it spread, like, I don't think SDCC would have been mad at it, Comic-Con International. It spread the community out a little bit. And from what I heard from the head of Comic-Con years ago was that's their number one goal, is spreading people out. They cannot have everybody on the show floor. They cannot have everybody in Hall H. They cannot have everybody on even one side of the convention center. So when they're scheduling programming, they're trying to put stuff on one end that's real popular and stuff on the other end that's real popular at the same time to spread out the people. And when I thought about it from that perspective, I was like, that is not something I ever would have thought of, and that is very interesting from the perspective of running a convention. All right, we're going to kick this game off. Same things as before. A pack of Twitchy Tides for the first place person. Plus, if you're using your codename Kitty Fish, 10 million Woofy. And then for fifth place, a Nerd Unite logo. Let me get in on this one. Play 4. All right, here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sounded like SDCC didn't like it. Yeah, no, see, I've heard that, and I don't think that's necessarily true. I think maybe I've missed a quote somewhere because you weren't the first person to say that. But I think from their perspective, it was good that it spread the love out a little bit. Maybe they might have gotten upset if some of their panels were really lacking, and then they saw that at the same time there was a panel going on over at Nerd HQ. But those panels only sat 100, 200 people. Oh, Zach Levi said it? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Maybe they asked him to stop. I know the reason I thought it stopped was that the last year he did it, he shelled out $1 million of his own money up front with a bunch of partners that had promised to pay, hey, we'll give you $25,000 if we can have a spot there, or however much they were going to pay. And then they didn't pay him after they had already done it, or backed out before they went, and thus left him paying the bill, over $1 million. And so he was like, no, I think I'm done. It's a shame. I would love to see somebody bring it back. I think somebody could. Like, it doesn't have to be Zach Levi, but the same kind of concept could be true. What he had was a platform and a lot of followers. So he could... is it not sending any baddies in anymore? There we go. He had a platform, so he could easily rally the troops, and so could Nathan Fillion and Felicia Day, and, you know, there's other people have to get involved. All right, this is probably going to be our last game, our last little bit of the stream. I'm going to close out the free NFT here in a few minutes, and we're going to mint it and send it right here on stream. I want to talk about my NFTs one more time for those who haven't been here, while we're getting that prepped and ready. And then I got to get out of here at 1 so I can get everything wrapped up, packed, and ready to go. Are you bringing it to SDCC to try and get it signed? Asked Justin Clayton about the John Nolan pop. No, I don't think so, because there's no guarantee that I'll have access to a signing with Nathan Fillion, and I don't want to run the risk of damaging it while I'm carrying it around. I might grab my proto of Captain Mal Reynolds, take that with me, because that's a little easier to take care of, because it's not in a delicate cardboard box, display box. So I don't think I'll take it with me. I think I'll wait till there's a con where he's going to be at, where I can just pay and have the autograph done. I'm still holding out hope that Washington State SummerCon goes after a Firefly reunion panel, and I get to host it, because I will fight all the other hosts for that one, or at least try to co-host it, and I would definitely try to get it signed then. All right, we're down to 3. We could have another 10 million Woofy payout. Oh, Randy, see, it was so close. I thought you might scoot by that one, but you caught it. We're down to 2. Ooh, couple of the best NFTs in this game. Ooh, I think somebody might end up catching that. He's going to round the corner. Oh, and Darth Wacko just got knocked out. Dang, so close, my friend. Jedi won with a Model X. Beautiful. Let's get these prizes sent out. I'll mute the tab before we get too far down the road. So for Jedi, we're going to look up a pack, Twitchy Tides. Get that to you. I think this is my last Series 5-1 single fish pack. I've just went into my personal stuff there. I had these low mint number ones. Darth Wacko, we just did a giveaway and gave away 2, last week? We'll do another one after SDCC, a couple weeks after SDCC probably. That'll be your chance. I didn't promise anything, but... and then Fawny T. Oh, is that the UPS package Kelly's been waiting on? I hope so. 5th place getting an NU logo. And let's go back a little bit on this one, and let's send you a... Ooh, one of these. Avatar-inspired ones. Okay, let's, that should go through. Let's jump back over here. Let's turn this back on. Just one more time on this. Listen to my words carefully so you don't even have to ask questions because I think I'll cover the majority of it. But each day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday during San Diego Comic-Con, I'm going to be out doing my thing, attending panels, going to parties, offsites, all that. If you can come and find me, I will have a QR code on my badge. You can scan it. You'll have to have your Wax login stuff. There's no filling out a form. There's no me sending it to you later. You scan the QR code. You claim your free NFT then. There are 55 each day. Really 52 each day. But still, I'm not going to give them all out. These are going to free. These are free. I'm giving out one different color on each day. It's one per person. Not one per wallet. Not one for you. One to mule for a friend. Nothing. Except one per person. So you got to grab these up. Wednesday is Coffee. Lahoot Hoot. Thursday is Thompson. Still waiting to see if anybody can guess why that one's called Thompson. I don't think you'll get it, but if you get it, I'll be really impressed. Friday is Seabreeze. And Saturday is Tropical. There is not one for Sunday because I don't plan on being there all day Sunday. There is no muling for anyone else, but I'm not going to probably give away all these each day. Thursday's probably, with Priscilla's party, is the only chance that all of them will go out for that day. Any extras? Nope, Misty, that ain't it. I don't think anybody's ever going to get it because I had to like really rack my brain to come up with a name for that one. Any extras, I will find a way to distribute later. That could be during SDCC. That could be here on stream after SDCC. I don't know yet. I got to figure it out on the fly based on the time I have and how things work on my phone. Because sometimes trying to do the stuff on your phone is next to impossible. Thank you, Professor Josh. Yeah, so those will be available during the convention. If you're able to collect all 4 by August 1st, and this is written in the description, the attributes for the NFT, so you don't have to ask me. You can just look at the NFT attributes. If you get them all 4, one of each, by Friday, August 1st, there's a stream that day. I'll remind everybody, you will get a bonus bounty NFT that I have not done yet, but I have a couple ideas on what it'll look like. Somebody might have already had a pretty good guess. Nope, not Thompson Green. I'll give you a hint. If they're not Lahoot Hoots, they're called something else, and those have names. They're inspired by, right? Nope, not Flock of Seagulls. All right, I think we're gonna close this down. We're gonna close down the free NFT, and I'm gonna send them out right now. If you guys want to hang out to see which one you get, you can do that. Only 71 people have claimed. I'm going to make the sheet now. Yeah, I'm taking the gimbal. I plan on trying to do some lives. That can often be tricky as well, but I will do my best. All right, let's see who used .WAN. Luckily, nobody did. Let's see who used .DP. Nobody did. Let's see who used comma WAM. These are common problems I have to deal with that really gunk up the system. Now let's put them in order and see if anybody duplicated their efforts. We're going to put in this order. I have to do this because some people fill out the form multiple times. And if I don't catch it, I think we're good this time. Okay, I'm going to copy this list. Let me mint this bad boy. Any questions for me? Now's the time. UPS messed up the delivery for Kelly's present. It is currently out for delivery. Oh, no. She had 2 packages from UPS that were supposed to arrive yesterday, counting yours. One that she knew about, and then that one. And both of them got sent back to the distribution center and are now out for delivery today, but we're leaving today. It really doesn't work. That's so crazy. I hate when that happens. Absolutely walking miracle. There's too many. I've banned a lot of bad players. I think I have a list of about 15 or 20 people who are constantly trying to get multiple using different names, and I've banned them all so they can never get anything from me, and I'll continue to do that. It's just, I don't know why people have to play these games. Like, just don't. Just don't. Yes, that's what happened to our other package. But it got delayed by UPS, not by some other means. Yeah, we're leaning into the Snoopy theme, Justin Clayton, because I thought with the stuff that Mike's doing, maybe that comes into play, and he'd be like, oh, I see you've gone in with the Snoopy. Like, that's cool. Here's an extra thing. Oh no, Miss Jessie Star, that stinks. All right, I'm gonna mint 75. I always mint a few extras. Oh, I forgot. I gotta look at a couple other things. Nope. Yep. Okay, that solves that. All right, now we gotta wait for him to mint for a minute so we can chat while that's happening. Actually, I can go ahead and start filling out my distribution tool. I hope this tool never goes away, because without this, I can't do the freebies. This thing makes it so easy for me to just pop in a list of names and send everybody something. I've got down a good process now. If this ever goes away, there's no way I can send them all manually. It'd take forever. Freestyle. New line. All right. 1, 2. I shuffle them 10 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is what happened to Natty 1 through 5. I'm hoping for NYCC, but honestly, it doesn't look possible this year, especially since I'm planning on going to TwitchCon, and that's the weekend after. Unless I win the lottery or something like that, I doubt that's going to happen. That's just too much money to shell out. While I would love to. Okay. Let's see if these are minted yet. Hiroka's Bane. Oh, Hiroka, she said something earlier I missed. I'm sorry. I just realized. Feel free, if I missed anything from anybody, feel free to drop it in the chat. I'm sorry. I really meant to read that like multiple times. The Mondo Killer Crab shirt looks awesome for SDCC and great TMNT. Honestly, I've seen some posters for Mondo this year that are better than what they've had for years. I really like a couple of them. One is the Superman by Tom Whalen. Strong stuff. Fantastic. I would love to have that. Designer Con, more likely than New York Comic Con. We'll see. The link for the sticker pack. What is that for, Curator? The next Pinnacle 1 of 1 is most likely up. I know, Bubba James, I was thinking about that. There's really a chance that we'll be sitting in the room for that future collecting panel, queued up, hoping for our turn to go in and get the 1 of 1. It's very possible that could happen. It's really nuts. If anybody doesn't know, the Pinnacle, and a reminder, get your Pinnacle keys for free. And then once we reach 300,000 keys claimed, which we're at 290,000-ish, maybe a little under, maybe a little over, once we get to 300,000, they're going to unlock that 101, and then you can use your keys to try for it. They've given out 2 101s so far, and one of the 101s got listed on the Pinnacle market for $500K. That didn't mean it sold, and I doubt it will at $500K, but you never know. Whoever holds those 101s holds some serious value. Clay Thompson? Nope. The marketplace is open too. Is it open again for this coming weekend? This past weekend was trade, right? So the next one's market again? I'm still waiting on the mint numbers to pop up. Oh, good reminder. Thank you, Zach Bonifer. Yeah, tomorrow is your Teen Titans snapshot. Don't forget about that if you're headed to SDCC. Time's almost up on that. They're called Lahoot Hoots. Exactly. Exactly right. I have to move a couple before I can, because I keep my 5 and Kelly's 11. I have to move those before. What's Friday, Chuck? What's open Friday? I'm lost on several comments that are going around, but hopefully you guys are figuring it out. The Mystery and Lore of Monsters book by CJS. Wait a minute, that's just a coincidence. That's just a pure coincidence that person's named Thompson. That has nothing to do. I mean, it's cool, but it has nothing to do with why I named it that. That's so funny. Not this one. Yeah, this one. Why not? No. Sorry, this takes a bit of time, and I don't want to make mistakes, so I have to be pretty focused. This one's going there. And then one more. The Pinnacle store opens Friday. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. I was surprised that it would have opened earlier in the week because they almost always do it across the weekend. That's why I was shocked to see somebody say it was up, the store was open. Again, that's just bad info. Leads to confusion. It's unnecessary. Friday, I think, is April Fool's opens. The snapshot, is that what you're saying? For Friday, for April Fool? The wording is killing me because my brain is trying to focus on one thing, and then when the wording is different than what I normally use, it really bakes my noodle. Mystery and Lore. I read that. Nope, go back. I do not want to make a mistake here. Okay, the template number is... Come on. There we go. Put that in. Find the assets. Perfect. I have exact amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. I'm going to test the first batch and make sure that goes all right. I pray everybody gave me good wallets. And let's see if the first one worked. The first one was going to this person, but they're shuffled in the number order. Then I checked to make sure it went. On Saturday, my neighbor cut my internet cable. They finally fixed it. Oh my God. What's he doing? Building something in the backyard? All right, that one went out. So that worked. So now we can go back here and we can send the others. Please all work. Please no bad accounts. If anybody gets a comma, a period, a space, anything wrong in their account, this happens. Man. Account doesn't exist. So now I added just 10 minutes of extra work. Oh, cool, Tech. I didn't, no clue. Unrelated to why I named it Thompson, but. Okay, so now we get to go back. Nice, Chuck. I know that one's good. Now I get to test each wallet to see who didn't know how to type their wallet or refused to copy and paste. That one's good. And then I have to start the process over. There's no resend option. That one exists. That one exists. Aha. That might have been the problem. Somebody put a comma in the middle of their address. So if I change that to a period, that account doesn't exist either. So how the hell did we do this? BY. Ah, at the end of a wallet, there was an extra letters, B and Y. So I can take that out. Go back here, try these other ones again, because I don't want to have to do this again. I can't beg enough. Please be careful when filling out these forms. I'm sure Priscilla goes through this too. Just wasted time. Okay, that list is good now. So refresh and start over. What's up, Allie Bear? He was cutting vines that grow on the fence. I'm not paying attention. Yikes. I'm sure he felt horrible right away. That stinks. Okay, put these names back in. Next. Get the template ID again. Allie Bear, how you doing? How's streaming going? Hope you're having fun with it still. Nope, Misty, you weren't the culprit. You got it. Oh, you got an upgrade rate? That's cool. Yeah, my upgrade to Ziply and that partnership I had for a little while came from problems I had with them, and they just did a great job of solving it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I was patient. 7, 8, 9, 10. And because of that, I ended up with a partnership. All right, let's send these last ones and pray it works. Bingo. Okay, all of the free NFTs for today have been sent. If anybody filled out the form in the last minute or whatever, unfortunately they won't get one. I had to close it early today because I'm out of here. And I did have a note for myself to turn off all of this before I came back from streaming in 2 weeks, or streamed while live at SDCC, and this stuff ended up on the screen or in the chat commands. I'm actually trying to remember to do something in advance here. Okay, gang, I do have to bounce. I had a lot of fun today. Thank you all. I look forward to seeing many of you at SDCC. Travel safely. Look for me to scan the QR code to get your free NFT. Oh no, Chuck. You probably tried to hide it. Yeah, see you soon, Angus. Thank you, New Beardland. Let's look for somebody to raid. I'm going to give you guys some points real quick, and we're going to get out of here. Add points all 100. We'll look for somebody to raid. Hey, Vanilla Gorilla, what's up? And goodbye, man. What timing? Let's just raid over to Las Vegas Ape. He's the first name that appeared here. He's actually sitting in the seat. He's playing some games. He's giving away prizes. He's always got good informative information about Twitchy Tides and his own projects that he's been working on. We haven't raided him in a while, so we'll go over to him. You guys have a wonderful time with him. Again, for the weekend, I'll be headed over to San Diego tonight. Starting tomorrow, when I get an opportunity, I'm going to live stream. I'll be live streaming on Twitch and YouTube, because that's what the tool I have will actually stream to both at the same time. I'll try to post on Twitter to let you know when I'm going live, but I may not always be able to do it, so keep your push notifications on. Keep on standby. I'll have updates from SDCC if there's anything on the free NFTs or whatever, but mostly just be sharing whatever cool stuff I can find. Hopefully, I've got permission from Mike to do a live video from his booth. So I'd like to be able to do that if I have a good internet connection, and who knows what he might surprise us with. So I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, even if you're not going to STCC. If you're not going, I hope the FOMO's not too bad. Remember to wash your hands, check in on somebody you love, make sure they're doing okay, and above all else, most importantly, Nerds Unite. Everybody have a good time, and thank you. Oh, thank you again for the John Nolan zombie donor parts. So freaking cool. All right, see you soon, Fourth Curator. Bye, everybody. Did he freeze? Oh, he just moved.
With the hand.